And I think we are good to go. Okay. So, as you see, you can see my screen on my screen there. Anyway, so this is TPH. Good to have you, good to be here, all that other fun stuff. I guess that is okay. We'll see. Don't matter. So, this is another model building stream. I ended up grabbing a couple things, and we're going to just be putting them together. Got my water, got my friendly Karnaki in there, got my oxygen because I need to breathe, and it is midnight. So, of course, everybody thinks that I'm a night owl. I'm really not. I just almost have, like, no other time to do this. But, oh, this might be a very difficult one. Hold on a minute. So, we are debating between, and I guess what I'll do is I will just minimize that so it's off of the screen. So we are debating between the mechanical music box from Rocker, but it's a level 4, so we got that. We got a couple others. Let's see what you are. How difficult are you? Oh, you're also a level 4. Okay. Well, you know, it looks like I accidentally picked like all the super tough ones. So fucking R.I.P. me for potentially having a. Like I thought I was going to be having a quick thing, but I guess not. So we're going to be opening up the mechanical music books, and we're going to go ahead and just, that is on loop, so that's good. That's exactly what I want to see. I don't care about the box. There we go. All right. Let's just stick it over here. There we go. So. Number 2, stream number 2, box stream number 2. What do we want to do? What do we want to talk about? So it's fascinating. I do this not just because it's content, because yeah, you know, content, that's fine, but I actually do this as a form of therapy, which you're gonna. If we ever spend time together and talk about things, you're gonna be yeeted. Yeet! Oh, shit. Alright, we're good. If we ever... No. You're not important. Yeet! Hey. If we ever spend time together, you're gonna realize I'm very much a big believer of therapy. I'm a big believer of therapy, so before we continue that, we got our wax here. We have the actual music box here, so this is a metal part. And I wonder if we can we even turn this? You can hear some. Anyway. We won't damage that. We're going to stick it right there. That'll be good. Here is the jewels that are going to be the different planets. So that's going to be fun. A bunch of tiny little O-rings, which is always a problem. Puzzle. Don't matter. Okay. We got the nuts and bolts of the thing. One of the things that I really do advocate, and it's kind of funny because, like, yeah, it's 11:45 p.m. It's midnight, and yet I'm here starting probably a 2 or 3 hour puzzle. It's therapy for me, and I think a lot of people. Firstly, I think a lot of people don't do therapy. There's our sandpaper. I think a lot of people don't do therapy because they believe it's too expensive, or they just don't have the time, or any other number of things. Sometimes it's can I actually move this even closer to me? Oh, I can. And it doesn't even get in the way of the camera, but that did move the camera. There we go. People, and I've talked to multiple people about it, is it's just like, yeah, I know I need to, but it's like, I know I need to, but I don't have insurance. I know I need to, but I can't afford it, even if I do have insurance. I know I need to, but I don't have the time, which is always that's the biggest lie, is I don't have the time, because you have 1 hour every couple of weeks at worst to throw at it. And I think that's sort of where I'm figuring. So let's first take a look. So we got alpha board, we got beta board, we got Charlie. What is C? Alpha beta? No. Alpha Bravo. That's it. Because like Greek, it's like epsilon or something. Alpha Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. All right. So we're just gonna stick these things over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Hilariously enough, we're starting with the metal. Okay. Then I advocate therapy, and I advocate therapy no matter who you are, no matter what's going on, for many reasons. But one of the big reasons is that it's basically a personal. I need Bravo 8. It's basically a personal trainer for the brain, which I think a lot of people, if you approach therapy like that, if you come up to them and you say, hey, this is a personal trainer for the brain, this is good, you can do that, people are like, oh, okay, yeah, that's removed some of the stigma. And I think nowadays, and so we're just looking at that right there. That's what we're looking at. P3. How many screws? How many screws do we have in here? P3, 6 screws, but they're all the same screw. And it does, thankfully, come with a screwdriver. So we are going to open that up and have a little bit of fun. Because that was my, I gave myself all of those, come on, screw. I gave myself all of those things, I'm only making $40,000 a year, $45,000 a year, I'm having to pay $2,000 a month in rent. Everything else is on a credit card. I'm actually drowning, even though I'm making more money than my dad ever did. I'm not going to be able to do this, yada yada. And the deal here is that I think even if you look at therapy for the uninsured, which is like where I'm going with this, I want to assume worst case scenario. It's still affordable. It's just you might have to move to once a month. You might have to work out a payment plan. I have been on payment plans with therapists before, where it's like, hey, I'm in between jobs. Can we work on something? And your therapist, you have to understand, your therapist will have to go out and find another client, and that could happen, that could not happen. So if you've been going to them for a while and you say, hey, I need help, odds are they'll help you. They're not going to give you money or anything, but they'll definitely sit down and say, oh, well, how do we keep you around, Mr. Tiny Prancing Horse? How can we work on this? For me, it was like I was paying $35 an hour when I had insurance, and that was paying the total of like $80. And so I lost my job, and my therapist is like, so when does your insurance run out? I'm like, it's the end of the month. And he's like, okay, well, how much can you pay? I couldn't pay the $125 that he was owed. I could pay $40. And he's like, okay, now let's do $40. Do you need to be here every week? Do we need to go to every other week? Well, yeah, I could move to every other week. Okay, cool. And so you sit there and it's like, well, okay, so if I work out $40 per session, and yeah, that's correct. If I work out $40 per session and I'm going every other week, twice a week, that's $80 a month. Oh, okay, that's doable. If that's not doable, well, what if I do $40 every 3 weeks. Oh, okay, well, then that's, $15 a week, and maybe I can do that. Well, what if I can't do that? Well, what about $40 a month? It's one of those, and this was, I hate saying back in my day, because it's like, oh, fuck, I'm not that old, I swear, but here I am, back in my day. There was no such thing as, like, now you have apps that are like $5-10 a month, and you can sort of crowdsource a therapist, and there are wellness apps, and there are, mindfulness apps, and a lot of these things are free. And it's one of those things where it's like, I fucking didn't have any of that. Like, I had none of that. It was just do it or don't. And so I think a lot of people are still a little scared, a little timid of moving forward and getting into therapy, because when you do go and start doing that kind of stuff, what am I at, 86? When you do start going into therapy, and like, so here's an example. Maybe this will hit home with people, maybe it won't. But like, imagine, if you will, you are the captain of a submarine. Is that going to work? Oh, look at that. That is going to work. Imagine, if you will, you are the captain of a submarine. And you've, the lights have been off for, you don't even know how long. You've lost contact with the surface. You just sort of been vibing, right? You just sort of hanging out, vibing, maxing, relaxing, all cool. And, the therapist is handing you a light, or maybe you yourself have that flashlight. You're like, man, I don't even know where I'm at. I don't have any power on the submarine. I don't know what's going on. I need to figure this out. This doesn't seem right. Hold on. See, so it's seated flat. So it is seated flat. Okay. You're sort of sitting there, and you're like, man, I have no clue as to, there we go, that's one. You heard that click. And here's two. There's the click. I have no idea what's going on, and you get that flashlight. Your end sign comes up, your therapist comes up, your friends come up, whatever it is. They hand you that flashlight, and it's like, all right, what the hell's going on? And you turn it on. A lot of people are very scared about what they're going to find. This is where you get the people that will sort of kick back at that and say, like, oh, I'm an old dog set in my ways, or whatever it is they will. They'll say some shit, whatever it is that they're going to say, and that's what they want to use as their shorthand for, I am scared about what I will discover. And that happens. That happens a lot, because, it means you might not be the best that no one ever was, right? Like, you might actually be a bit of a son of a bitch. That might be a problem, right? What do you do then? What if I am a son of a bitch? How does that affect my mental model of myself? Oh, I am the reason my kids are screwed up. Fuck. And people... What kills me? I mean, I'm in sales. I am in finance. I do that as well. But my job is dealing with the human psyche. I'm a therapist, but for money. But that is still a therapist. And so A2. What the hell is A2? Oh, it's this big thing. Okay. You get a lot of people that are like, well, I don't have a budget. Why don't you have a budget? Well, I just don't want to do one. Well, why? It's only ever going to help you. It's because they know they've been without a rudder. They've been without a direction for so long that if they figure out how far off course they are, it's going to be painful. And so they don't. They just say, I'm lost. I don't care. I'm just going to maintain course, maintain being lost. You'd be surprised how many people will just say, yeah, that's the way I want to go. That's the way I want to do it, because it's easy. The human brain is not about hard work. Whoever fucking told you that is full of shit. The human brain is 100. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. The human brain is 100% about ease of use. Like it don't want to do hard work. If it could get away without doing hard work a day in its life, it would. And lo and behold, you look at nations that as they get wealthier and the hard work becomes less and less, they get more and more obese and, more and more just sedentary lives. It's like, yeah, because the brain, if I could sit there and have the caloric equivalent of an orchard of oranges pulled out of my fridge and handed to me, and I've done no picking, I haven't fought mosquitoes, I didn't fight gators, I didn't have to peel it or do any of that, I would. And so you sit there and you have an entire carton of orange juice, right? And it's just like, your brain is fucking happy and it's hitting you with those dopamine chemicals, because why wouldn't it? You are doing something that is a evolutionary imperative. Your brain loves you. And that's, I think that's the big thing that a lot of people don't realize is you will sit there and you will rationalize, well, I don't have a budget. I don't have a budget, Tiny. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay. Let's be cool. While that continues and just completely muddles with the background. Oh, it just stopped. Alright, cool. So I'm trying not to speak just ignorant here, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I am seeing this, and I am seeing it more and more. People don't do therapy because they're afraid of what they're going to find. Not that they don't think they need it, but because they look at that, and this is the thing that I'm popping out. They look at that and they say, I'm going to have to ask some incredibly difficult questions, and I don't want to do that. Funny story. This isn't even a way back in the day. This is just a... this just happened. Well, no, I mean, when I say way back in the day, I don't mean like, ancient times, but this is like 2008, 2007, Tiny, and family and whatnot, what have you. Looks like it goes together like that. And it's like, we didn't really have a budget. And I just noticed, because I had a credit card at the time. I had an American Express. And by the way, don't ever get American Express. It's good. It's good. I'll put it this way: it's good if you're doing travel. If you're traveling internationally, I would absolutely recommend it. If you don't mind paying the $100 and something a year as a fee, then yeah, sure, go for it. But yeah, not for me. Does this mean that I need to... No, it does not. Okay, cool. So, I noticed that my monthly... I just gotten a promotion at a job. I just made more money than I've ever made before. And I just keep noticing that, like, hey, my credit card bill keeps climbing almost in lockstep with what I make. So obviously to me that's like, oh hey, we've got the programming term is scope creep. It's when the scope of the project starts creeping out and being bigger. And I'm like, oh, we have scope creep. I'm sitting here and I'm making more money, and so we're spending more money, and we're spending more money because I'm making more money. And and so I just sat down and I put a budget together. And it turns out, this is a fascinating thing, we didn't have a budget. And so when I stick the budget in, the reason why the reason why all my stuff is costing more and my credit card bill is going up is because we're bleeding like $500 a month. Paying all of our bills, we were bleeding $500 a month. The year before that, we were bleeding $700 a month. And it's like, the reason why it started to creep up is because, again, interest on the credit cards, it's compounding. So we started to get this exponential rise. And it's like, oh, shit. You know, and I look at that, and it's like, well, what do we do? How do we fix it? Yada, yada, yada. You know, and I love my mom, I do. I mean, I bought this house so that she could age in place. But I actually sat down and I did the math for the first time in ever. We did the math. And when we discovered that, she got angry at me. Like it was my fault. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, hold on. It is not my fault that we are in this shit fit. Like, this is life. This is, you know, this and that and the other, and we had a car issue and this and that. And by the way, as a side note, don't buy Ford. I love Ford and I like to buy American, and Ford is near and dear to my heart, but turns out, like we switched to Nissan, turns out not having a $2,000 to $4,000 vehicular emergency every year has done wonders for my bottom line. Here I thought that was normal, and then we switched to a non-Ford product, and lo and behold, I have had no car problems in years. I've had one car problem in like 5 years, and that was just when we really overclocked the car, and I basically floored it. I floored it so hard and so long because a friend of mine was having an emergency, I blew the radiator out. It's fine. I'd do it again. I'd do it again in a fucking heartbeat. But it is just fascinating to me that it's like knowing the problem itself will cause strife, right? And it's like, well, the strife was happening before you knew what the problem was. Like, it's like saying, oh, you know, I was fine. I just had this weird lump on my neck, and then go to the doctor, boom, it's cancer. Doctor gave me cancer. It's like, no, the doctor didn't give you cancer. You had it. It's been undiagnosed for years. Like, that's why you're on chemo now. You know? It's like, oh shit. So it's that kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of thing where you sit there and you're like, fuck, I've learned how bad the problem is. And there is a very human inclination to bury your head in the sand. So circling back to the therapy thing, you know, you have to sit there. There is an old saying. I don't know if it is a saying everywhere or if it is just a southern saying, but there is an old saying that goes, wherever you go, there you are. Stupidly high. What the hell? Oh, I think somebody just butt dialed me. Hold on a minute. Who butt dialed? Oh, alright. Lol. Butt dial. So anyway. See, this is all live. Like, nothing scripted here. You know, with finance, you can always declare bankruptcy. Like you can, I declared bankruptcy. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I walked away from 50 grand of American Express debt. Doing so allowed me to buy a house. Pay yourself first. If your credit card debt is untenable, declare bankruptcy. Fuck it. Do it. It does not matter. It will not matter. I have a credit card now. I actually have a credit card. And it has not been 7 years since the bankruptcy. It has not been this long period of time. The credit card gives me 2% cash back. It's a great card. I love it. I use it whenever I can, and I pay it off in full every month. So they are giving me 2% back on all of my purchases, and it's literally paying me to have it. There's no yearly fee. Why would I not use it? As long as I stay in a budget and do all that stuff. But anyway, I'm moving less from I'm moving less from, you know, therapy and more into finance, which again, you would be incredibly surprised at how often those two go together. So, long story short, you cannot declare sort of emotional bankruptcy. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I fucked up my kids. My kid came out to me as gay or bi or trans or whatever, and I told them to eat shit and that they were wrong. My kid told me he didn't want to be a lawyer or a doctor. My kid told me that they wanted to, go off and go and join the military, and I called them a baby killer and told them that they're dead to me. And then now that I'm in therapy, I've realized, oh, the reason why I said that is because of X, Y, and Z, and suddenly it's not a them thing, it's a me thing. That's uncomfortable. I'm the hero of my own life. How can the hero not be correct? Obviously the diagnosis must be wrong. Let's just ignore that, stick our head back in the sand, and walk away. It is a very human thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a right thing to do, but it just happens. And so I guess I'm saying this is a sort of like a cautionary thing, or a thing where if people are sort of dealing with like fighting with my parents over this, or I'm fighting with my brother or sister over that, or any other number of things, it's like, look, a lot of times you have to realize the thing they are dealing with is their thing. Granted, sometimes you might be an asshole. I'm like, okay, cool, I get that, but if you talk to your friends, if you talk to your other family members, and it's just one of those, oh god, this keeps popping out in the back, and it's just one of those things where they're sitting there agreeing with you. They're like, well, what the hell? Like, why is this guy so, let me just hold this here and let's just take a look. Yeah. Why is this guy so angry, right? Or why is this guy demanding this shit from me? Or what is going on here? It's like, oh, well, okay, maybe it's not you, maybe it's them, maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. The only way you'll know that is therapy. The only way you'll know that is to sit there and have a gut check and be like, hey, does this make sense? For the longest time, I guess I'll put it this way. I've been fighting general anxiety for a long time. In fact, today, 9 hours ago? Which, holy shit, we are now past midnight and we're just going to continue, so fuck it. We're on step 2, we can't stop now. Whoa. This is positioned like so. And that is where this goes. Oh, this shit. Oh, I know exactly what's going on here. Oh, fuck this. Alright. So, just for those in the uninitiated, these things are little bendy bits. So, like, they actually flex. And that's nice, because it provides a little... Oh, here, fucking... Like this. This from our last one. This was the bendy bit, the one that I broke the first one, and then now it's good. See how they're all bendy bits. Pain in the ass when it's like this, though. Because this is less... It's not at all functional, it's just 100% form. And you press it to get it in there, but if you press it too hard, you snap it. And there are no extras. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Like, that's a completely different number. So it's just like, fuck. If you fuck this up, you're fucked. Which is okay. Doesn't matter. So, right. The uncomfortable thing is that you may have to come to terms with, oh, hey, I fucked up my family. And I have been fighting general anxiety for years. What's funny is that I didn't even realize I was fighting that battle for years. And then eventually, you know, even recently, I actually talked to my shrink, like I was saying 9 hours ago. And it was like understanding the magnitude of my anxiety. Like, okay, so it's no secret I'm a financial advisor, right? Like, I'm getting, not yet series rated. I'm getting series rated within the next 10 days because I've got a big final exam to take and all that other stuff, but I'm gonna do it. And it's like, I have incredibly successful friends. Much more successful, much more hardworking than I am, I feel. And I've been afraid to talk to them about what I do. I've even just tried to be like, oh, let me just sort of sneak in and tell you a little bit about what I do, but, you know, I don't actually want to reach out to you and be like, here's how I exist. And it's like, why? Why are you afraid? Well, I'm afraid that I'm going to ruin a 5-year, 7-year, 10-year, 15-year relationship. Yeah, no shit. I have one friend that I'm not really pressing on to help them, even though it would be a good help. And because I've known them for fucking hold on a minute. How's this work? It works this way. Okay, I've known them for 15 years. No, 13. 2005. I've known thee for 16 fucking years. Holy shit. And I haven't really pushed on trying to help them out because it's like, I don't want to ruin that friendship. Even though would it be useful to reach out to them and tell them what I do and how I can help them and, you know, all that other good stuff? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would, but why do that? Why help your friend and then you just sort of sit there and let the anxiety just take you for a little bit, take you for a ride? It's not a good ride. Nobody wants to be on the ride, but it's Mr. Bones' ride, and nobody can get off. Or at least that's the bullshit lie you tell yourself. You know, and it's like dealing with that, and it's like, but Tiny, you are charismatic, and you've got good friends, and they care about you, and you run a server, and you're internet popular. Ooh, you know, even then, I'm not tremendously internet popular. I've got like a couple hundred people that are, you know, that like the thing, and that's huge. And again, see, like, I am discounting my own achievements, but it's like, see what I mean? Like, you see this? Like, I'm now sitting here on live camera, negotiating with myself on how good am I really. like it's this kind of crap. It is this kind of crap that is a day-to-day fight, and it is so much easier to just close your eyes. Going back to the submarine analogy, you have finally, oh, C-13, C-12. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, so all of these are individually numbered, so we're gonna just sort of, that's C-12, and this is C-4. No, where's C-4? Where's C-4? C-4 is right here. Oh boy, this is flimsy. I don't know if I like this. All right, there's C3. Okay, so there's C4. Okay, so here's another arrow. So the arrow goes this way. And then C12. The big one? No. The little one goes through. Okay. And again, you see, like, I gotta bend this shit, and I don't like bending it. It's so finicky. You've got to bend it, and then you've got to push it. But God help you if you push it incorrectly, because you will snap this sumbitch like a twig. Oh, God, I don't like that sound. Okay. We got it solved. We did it. Look at that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. The screaming anxiety. That's what it is. Screaming anxiety. And it's just... It's like, well, what I'm sitting here negotiating with myself. I'm sitting here fighting with myself. And it's like, it's not... Not only is it a battle where, you know, nobody wins. You know, if you do win, you're back to baseline, which is good. But it's like, why are you... I guess that goes there. Why are you fighting it in the first place? You've wasted all that energy and all that time, and then you I need to put this on camera, sorry. You finally finish fighting it, and then it's like, great, well, that was a whole bunch of effort and time and whatnot, what have you, and at the end of the day, did it actually move the needle forward? It's like, well, no. Okay, well, so what'd you do today? Well, kind of screamed at myself for like 5 hours, and then I took a nap. Oh, okay, well, you know, good job. Good job, team. See you tomorrow, you know? Like, it's like, oh, shit, you know, how did that help me? And so, I don't know. I sit here and I fight with anxiety, and I fight with disqualifying myself, and part of the reason why I do models, believe it or not, and I guess this is where we're going into the whole therapy conversations, because this is actually therapy. It's something that I learned where, back when I was younger, and see, this is so spooky. Back when I was younger and life was a little more difficult, and you know, parents were going to jail for the first time and all that other very bad shit, I gave up hobbies. And so one of the things you do in therapy is what's called re-parenting. And so I basically had to sit down with, you know, 13-year-old horse and say, hey, look, it's okay. It's okay to go. Oh no, let's actually, because we got this. It's like, hey, horse, it's okay to have hobbies. And one of the hobbies that I used to do is I actually used to put together the Gundam stuff. I don't anymore. I actually don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't. I guess I'm not as interested in it anymore. It's not as captivating to me as it used to be, but I would. What the fuck? All right, hold on a minute. Whoa, Nelly. Is it just these two? That's it? See, look, it's bending. And I can't tell. Okay, so that went in perfectly. Oh my god, this is going to give me anxiety. I'm already fighting anxiety, I don't need any more. Will you go in? Okay, so you went in, and you went in, and you went in. And now, will you go in, and there we go. There we go, and there we go, and there we go, and you are literally not... What are you stuck on, piece of shit? There we go. Maybe. Let's see. What are you stuck on? So I guess what we've learned tonight is that if you just apply enough force, enough pressure, long enough, eventually the stars themselves and the balsa wood bends to your will, and you're done. But one of the old hobbies I had was putting together like old Gundam models, and so you know, I did that, and I had to give that up because Gundam models are expensive. And once you're done with it, you're kind of done. It's not like something that I could continue to do. So I sort of gave up on it and just said, well, screw it. Nope, sorry about that. I said, well, screw it. You know, life's difficult and we're borderline homeless, so I gotta fucking do what I need to do. Must be assembled, otherwise the metal gaskets of the movement cannot be disassembled and repaired. P-16 must be assembled. P16 is just a thing. What the hell are you talking about? Does it only fit in one way on this disc? I guess that's what it's saying, is that it fits just... Ugh. Okay, I get it. See, it's oblong. It's an oblong, and then that has an oblong thing, and so we marry the two. Bada boom. Okay. I now pronounce you gear and wife. You may sit there. What am I at? I'm at D4. So I gave that up, and I sort of turned to video games instead. But video games weren't what did it for me. And so again, going through therapy over many years, yada yada, learn. Oh hey, you like bringing order from chaos, Tiny, and so building models is cathartic to you, because not only can you sort of sit here and follow instructions and things happen, which I think we talked about in the last one, but also, hey, look at you actually making a thing. That's good. It's a good thing. It's a thing that you have. And so, did I pop the right one out? Yeah, I think so. This theoretically goes on a minute. So I'm thinking, yeah, as long as the arrows line up. Okay, well, we're just gonna pop these together and see what happens. I get to bring a little bit of order into my chaos, and that does it for me. That helps, and I think that's important, because a lot of people will say, like, okay, you need to go out and exercise, or you need to go out and do this or do that, and it's like, well, okay, but does it do it for you? Or are you just going out into the, for me, the hot Georgia heat, just going out into the hot heat and melting, and nothing's changing? You're still anxious, you're still filled with self-hate, you still don't like what's going on, you still don't like who you are. Like, what is your goal here? D6. Okay, so that's 3 D6s, and something just clicked over there. Okay, don't matter. We're gonna pop out D6. And by the way, D6, shout out to you, D6. There we go. Anyway, so we popped out all of D6, and where are we? E14, Echo. Finally pulling out the Echo board with, oh, that's tape. That usually doesn't bode too well. We'll see. E14. Where the hell is E14? E14 is all the way over here. Oh boy. Well, that just popped free. Let's pretend that didn't. So E14 and E13. Well, E13's on this gear. Okay, well, we're screwed anyway. No, my therapist says, like, hey, you're never gonna... I guess let me backtrack. So reparenting. It's something you kind of have to do if your parents drop the ball. And everybody's reparenting is different, but it's just something that you have to sort of sit down with yourself. And again, you always let me sweep this over here. Just stick that there. You always do a little bit of negotiation with yourself, and that's okay. Like, I think a lot of people don't want to, they want a one-size-fits-all, or they want to say, oh, well, I'm too unique, and what happened to me couldn't happen to anyone else, or anything in between. But they what they don't want to do is they don't want to sit down and say, all right, kid that dealt with trauma, what the hell do you want? Like, what What do I need to do to stop you from screaming, to stop you from being unhappy, to sort of get you out of my head? For me, this is part of it. And I figure, I talked to a guy on the server named Snack Monkey, good guy, but he was basically like, this video is nice and the podcast is nice and all that other stuff is nice, but we come here for small, and I don't mean to make it sound like he was just like that fatalistic, like shut the fuck up and write, because he wasn't, like that's not what happened. But it was one of those things where it's like, well, what if I can do therapy for me while also providing content and sort of connecting with you guys, and so that is 100% why I bought the streaming software, and this is even happening, is because it's just like, well, okay, I have an extra little hip, so if anybody wants it, let me know. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, here we go. For me, it was this, and I figured, well, I can make content and do something together and give you guys a little bit of ASMR or whatever it is, whatever gets you off. I don't know. And we're already on step 4. Like, we are humming along here. I need C8. This is Echo 8. This is Delta. This is Alphonse. This is Betty Boop, and this is Charlie. Okay. You have to sit down and negotiate with yourself. And again, it's one of those things where nobody likes to sit there and be like, I suck and these are the 12 reasons why. Nobody wants to sit there and be like, oh, I was abused and here's the 15 things that did to fuck me up. Like, that's never, okay, we gotta wax this. That's never a fun thing to do. That's never an enjoyable thing to do, but you can't go through life with a cognitive blind spot. When you do get the flashlight handed to you and the crew is looking to you to be like, all right, where do we go? What do we do? Oh, Captain, my Captain. You can't just sit there and be like, you know what, fuck it, we're just going to stay 60,000 leagues, was it 40,000 leagues under the sea? I'm going to stay 40,000 leagues under the sea and fuck it, good luck, YOLO Swaggins 420, and just stay in the crushing depths. And I know some of you out there are going to be sarcastically saying, oh, Tiny, I can do that, that's fine. And I'm just going to caution you by saying humor is one of the most recognizable self-defense mechanisms. And you're giving yourself humor because the actual truth's pretty sad. You don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, actually, I've been depressed for years. Like, that's an oof. You don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, life isn't turning out the way I wanted it to be. I feel behind it from my friends. Yeah, this, that, and the other. Like, nobody wants to sit there and have, actually stare those demons in the face, but the obstacle is always the way through. The obstacle is always the way through. I have friends that have changed their identities, that have changed their personalities, have changed what they like and dislike. I have one friend, I don't even remember who they are, but they did an internet purge. And they just, they basically said, hey, thank you all very much. I'm not going to be around anymore. And this is back when AOL Instant Messenger was a thing. So, mind you, this was years ago. And they said, hey, tomorrow I'm deleting my internet presence and you'll probably never see me again. And it was like, oh, damn, Jim, are you sure? Or whatever the hell his name was. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to see me again. Goodbye. Son of a bitch if he didn't do it. And you can do all that stuff. But again, it's wherever you go, there you are. Changing things, the outside things can be helpful. It can be helpful to, as Jordan Peterson says, clean your room. Go take a bath and clean your room. It can be helpful to do that, but really, you got to sit down and start saying, all right, why am I doing the things I am doing? what is it that I believe about myself? And is what I believe about myself real? Is it true? And it's okay not to know, and it's okay not to like the answers, and it's okay to say, well, so-and-so did this to me, and so this happened, and so I can't be X, I'm now Y. And okay, I'll be brutally honest, let me tell you a story, now, my dad left when I was 13, and a lot of stuff happened, and yada yada, but, long story short, when I got to college, I thought I was going to be a mechanical engineer. I really did. And that lasted all of half of a semester. Like, we didn't even get to the full semester. Excuse me, going to be a little bit of canned air here. Oh, well, that ends that. Don't know what I was expecting. Ooh, it's cold. Sorry about that to everybody that was listening. But I guess good news is I've got frozen words. So, what do I do? Because I thought I was going to be a mechanical engineer. For fuck's sake, I went to an engineering school. Like, I'm gonna be in an engineering school and not be an engineer. What does that even look like? And how do we fix? Well, maybe I want to go into economics and international affairs. I did that for a year, and then I realized that the only jobs I would be getting in economics and international affairs, from what I could research, were jobs in economics and international affairs. I'm either going to be teaching it, or I'm going to be in a back room somewhere, cranking out macroeconomic numbers, and talking to some quant who's just going to be making circles around me. I'm not going to be the globe-trotting businessman that I want to be, because that's apparently what I wanted to do. Oh, okay, cool. Well, all right, if you want to be a globe-trotting businessman, go get a business degree. Got a business degree. Graduated at the bottom of the recession, which really was a depression, but we don't talk about that, because if we ever said that it was a depression, it would have become one. So, graduated at the bottom of the Great Recession. Okay, well, shit, what now? And it's like there's a lot of shit that just gets thrown your way. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't get discouraged, but also be flexible. Where I am now, it has taken me over a decade to realize, hey, you've been dealing with financial trauma your entire life. Did you think that maybe getting a degree in finance or getting a job in finance and going forward with that would be a good idea because it's something you're passionate about? It's like, well, gee, brain, no, I didn't. I just kind of hung out for a decade. Oh, okay, well, here you go, Tiny. Here's a new career that you'll absolutely love, and that you desperately want to be in. But the only way that you're ever going to get in is if you're able to stop and just breathe and exist for a minute. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess it's never going to happen. And then 2020 happens, and I'm jobless for 6 months, 8 months. It's like, oh, well, shit. Never mind. I guess, lo and behold, we're in business now. Suddenly, I have a job, and I'm doing that. It says wax the gray part. I don't know which part is the gray part, so I'm going to be waxing both of them, including the one that has all the shiny bits on it. So we're gonna see. I can't go wrong with waxing both, right? Right? Like, surely not. I realize I've also been rambling a little bit just about everything, sort of nonsensical, but what I'm really trying to say is that life will give you bum deals. Life will give you hard knocks. It's sort of supposed to do that. You're supposed to learn, and experience is the best learner. And you're not going to be experienced in everything right out. So just calm down a bit. Give yourself permission to fail, I guess is what I'm saying. Give yourself permission not to know, because I didn't know. I didn't know that I wanted to be a finance guy. I kind of did, but I didn't really. I didn't really pursue it for years. Years and years and years. And it was only when I was able to sit down after years of therapy, I was able to sit down and say, I'm not doing anything else. Nobody is hiring. Because nobody would hire a sales manager in the middle of Corona, in the middle of 2020. Are you kidding me? Nobody's buying anything. Sure as shit, they're not buying business software. Take a break. Okay, well, here I sit now. It's like this, right? No, it's like this. Yeah. Here I sit now, and nobody's hiring me. I guess I'll go chase my dream. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And here we are. And I'm having fun. It's difficult. There's sometimes that I'm scared. Like tomorrow I have a meeting with my manager. I'm scared of that. And my business coach says don't let him see the fear in your eyes, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, I already told him I'm scared. I just told him to his face I'm scared. We'll see what happens. You live and you learn. I don't really know where I was going with that. I guess what I'm saying is that therapy is useful. You should go to therapy. It's helped me tremendously, and a lot of people, the smoke screens that people will throw up to stop going to therapy or to not go to therapy aren't real. You do have the time, you can make the money, you can prioritize to do that. Same direction on the holes, 2 parts, so this, okay. You can make the money, you can make the time, you can make it a priority to do so. But I think one of the fears that is not spoken about is the fear of what you will find. And it is nasty, and it's a big, hairy, spooky thing. And you just need to be aware that, look, you can't go through life. The submarine analogy that I'm finally going to talk about, because finally we're back to it, I guess, again, is, you finally got that light, and now you're looking around the submarine with fresh eyes, with a light shining on it, with, self-knowledge, and you're like, oh my God, everything is broken, everything is on fire, everything is, there's no power here, these bulkheads were welded shut in a hurry, do we even know if there are people on the other side? It's just this big, oh my God, nobody knows what's going on, and a lot of people will just look at the monumental task before them. Just realized I have been off screen. They will look at the monumental task before them, and they will say, no. And then they just turn off the light, and they just continue to cruise. You can't do that. That is, I'll put it this way. A lot of people have asked me, real life friends have asked me, they've been tiny, you have been taking care of your dad who is in and out of jail, you have been taking care of people that are not kind to you, to put it gently. What is this? It's more. Why are you doing this? Why are you sitting here and letting people, it almost looks like they're running roughshod over you? And the answer is number one, I'm doing that because it speaks more to my character than it does to theirs. But number two, what the fuck? Is this considered a tool? This is considered a tool. I've never had. Are we sure this is a tool? It is. Okay. Also, is that not the most demented smiley face you've seen? What the fuck was I even talking? Oh, how they treat me speaks more about them than it does me. Especially if I'm making sure that I'm not being abused. Especially if I make sure that my boundaries are big and strong and will hold. If they want to sit there and they want to lie to my face, okay. They can sit there and they can lie to my face, but I know that they are lying, and they know that they're lying to me, and that's going to negatively impact them. It's not going to, I'm not going to be the one with my ass hanging out of the car when the stop sign hits. Like, I'm going to be fine. So, okay, is this really what you want to do? Are you sure? It says press with tool. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to squeeze it really, really hard. And we'll just... Oh boy, that really hurts. I guess that's why they said press with the tool. I guess we're going to do that. And we'll just... Wow. I'm going to actually have to put some fucking leverage into this. Forgive me. This is actually a big thing. There we go. All right, so we had to slide that little washer, that little black plastic washer, and that was an ordeal. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope that was the right thing to do, because that ain't coming out anytime soon. Let us grab the 10mm, I guess. Oh my god, this is going to be the difficult part. Alright, hold on a minute. We're going to be folding this. I'm going to have to look at this real close. Get the 15mm, which one is the 15mm? Oh, the super tiny ones. So you grab the super tiny ones, and P13, keep the small spot below. Colors of beads can be matched by yourself. Due to the influence of material technology, it is impossible to make all the holes of plastic beads suitable. Okay, we're making up English words. Okay, that's fine. So what we are doing, we're just gonna dump this all. Oh. Alright. That's not real. That's not real. Okay. So they want me to take these. They want me to take this. They want me with the spot on the bottom to slide it in like so, but to tape the head of it. Oh, okay. Teal. Okay. Remember when I said that they're making up words? So, tear, right there. Tear. Teal shaft head. So here we go. Tear the double-sided tape about 3 centimeters apart. So we're going to grab one of them, insert the steel shaft into the plastic bead hole. Giggity. Removal of residues is all that it says. So we don't really know what that means. But we're going to do it. Tap the steel shaft with tools instead of plastic beads. Okay, so it needs to be tight. Giggity. So wow. Okay. Okay. We're gonna pull that aside. We're going to take this. We're going to. Oh boy. Oh boy. This oh no. I think this is oh no. Oh, this is why it's a difficulty like 7. This shit right here. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let us find out. I can't. Part of me is like, just go to bed. Go to bed, Tiny. Just go to bed. Don't do it. And then I'm like, well, I can't go to bed now. Wrapped with oh, it's double-sided. That makes things a little bit easier. So let me just do that. Okay. I will need my blade, and we're here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a little bit of that off. We're just gonna, well, without slitting my finger wide open at 1 o'clock at night. There we go. So we're going to just wrap it. It's wrapped. Now we're going to take a little thing. Move the package down. Keep the small spot below. Colored speeds can be matched by yourself. So you are telling me... You see the... Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Is this for every single bead? What the hell? What the hell? It just says P13. P13 are one of the 5 plastic beads. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Okay, so that's a big one. That's a small one. There's way more than 5 plastic beads. Hold on a minute. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what you're telling me is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are a double. Okay. So if I have... That's not it. So if I have that, and I slide you in like so, that's gonna be it. That's it. Okay. We're gonna be using more tape. I think that's the moral of this story. I don't trust this at all. So we are going to wrap that son bitch in some more tape. Where is my blade? My blade is here. We're going to extricate it. No, I can just rip it. Okay. And we're going to look for a incredibly tiny dot. You can't even see it. It's right there. And we're going to slide this thing into the bead. We're going to squeegee it in. There we are. Ah. Wow. Holy shit. 3, 4. Where's 5? Oh no, do not do this to me. Not this late at night, please. Please, no. Well, if it's not there, then it's not there. And we'll just move forward with it. This won't be the solar system. This will be the Bowler Bistum. Yeah, this is the Bowler Bistum. And it's a completely different IP. It's a completely different solar system. George Lucas can't get me now. So all right. What we'll do is we're just gonna get it, and then we roll it here. And now we've got it for 2 or 3 rolls, and so now we're just gonna pull it. And we're gonna grab the blue one because it's blue. Becky will let me smash if this is blue. There it is. So we slide her in, and push until we have made it. It looks like we have made it, and that is 3. I don't know where number 5 is. Press with a tool. It's incredible. It says, make a loose plastic hole suitable. Colors of beads can be matched by yourself. So they're basically like any color. I think that's what they mean when they say color of beads can be matched by yourself. And I'm going to assume that's the case, not only because it's a little bit more entertaining that way, and I just taped my finger shut, but also because I don't think we have a tiny purple planet anywhere in the solar system. So we're just going to assume this is Space System 42 blue, purple. What the hell? Heck off. Alright. Now that I have tape all over my hands, this is pink. What are you? You're pinkish. Tan. What is the goal here? Who do you work for? We're going to go with the lighter one, because I think that stands out a bit more. And that is the bottom. And so here we go. Yeah. Woo. Alright. Done. Let's just make sure. Is it on me? Did I... We're gonna find that fucking rod 6 years from now. I just feel it. So we're going to take the lightest one. This is my Venus, and we're going to stick it here. But we have another E15, which is this. So this, and that, and this. So there's one here. Oh boy. Alright. Here is my tool. Tool. And we're just gonna push that down. There we go. Slide back. We are going to... Oh, man. This is why it's a super difficult. Alright, we're just manhandling this right now. Heck it. Heck it, we're doing it live. Alright. I'm going to stick you in there. We're just gonna squeeze you, even though it says use a tool. But no. There we go. Boom. This is a planet, I think. Whatever. Screw it. We want to have the most unique solar system. Won't be great. Okay. Not important. Here we go. Bravo. Delta Charlie. Bravo 6. Okay, this is gonna be spooky. Where did the thing... Okay, here's the thing that I made. This. A, then B. So it starts with A. This goes in like so. B is here. Anyway. I think anxiety is sort of prevalent everywhere now. Nowadays, I think people people are anxious about certain things, be it macroeconomic or just micro, the people that they themselves are hanging out with and have problems with. The side of B6C is B6C aligned with the line. So it must be aligned with the line, whatever the fuck that means. I think that means if I take it, I stick it here. We leave it like so. I think this is the final product. Yeah, I think that's the final product. Gotta find what does it for you guys. Gotta find what does it for you. Some people it's counting magic cards. Some people it's walking. Some people it's models. That's what I'm doing. Excuse me. For others it's writing. It's art, which art is fine to do. I do have that Buddha board, by the way. Say that 6 times fast. It's actually melted in my hand. It's now contoured. But, I think a lot of people don't do self-care. And because they don't, either they're sacrificing for their kid, or they're sacrificing for a lover, or family, or whatever it is. I think because they don't, they suffer for it short and long term. And it doesn't have to be big. I mean, look at this. Look at what I'm doing. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. I'll probably be done by 2. Probably be in bed by 2:30. We'll probably be awake at 7. So 5 hours less. Is that a problem? Probably. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. But doing this little model building, even though I'm talking to myself, and I hope the music isn't too loud or that I'm going too quiet. But this will sustain me for days. Like, it's been days since we've done another model build, and I remember the first day that I got my models. I spent 12 hours. I literally sat down and for 12 hours did nothing but self-care, because I hadn't done it for years and years and years. And it's cathartic. I think one of the things that I need to explain is that self-care is not killing time. Because some people will be like, oh, I play Pokemon, or I read, or whatever it is, and that can help. But self-care is specifically for dealing with the traumas of yesterday and today. Is it something that you can do that's healthy, that is going to help you? I think that's true self-care. So some people will say, like, oh, I watch TV, and that's my self-care. And it's like, well, in a way, maybe. But, for my longest time, I thought my self-care was video games. And now, I sit here and it's like, well, plastic part is opposite around the hole. And it goes on top of it. And this goes here. I thought, okay. My self-care is obviously just video games, and that's all that it needs to be. And lo and behold, no, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it at all. That was actually probably hurting me, because I was just not addressing the stuff that made me whole. I just sort of existed. Oh, look at that. That's kind of nice. I just sort of existed in a haze, and I didn't have anything, and that that fucked me right up. There we go. I see that I want to push into this more, but I shouldn't. So, that's part 4. I'm trying to stick JoJo part 4. Oh, look at that. Yeah, no shit. You probably go right there. And see how we're building it? Great. Part 5 is a P9. It is the... Oh, that's a 1-to-1. So I can literally just find it and hold it against it and say, yeah, that's it. Okay. To a P15. The P15 beads are the super large one, and there should be a P15. So we are using the big and the big to... Okay. The big. And they're saying they want me to keep the small bit below and stick it through like so. And they want me to push this flush? Question mark? Oh boy, that's spooky. Well, if I fuck it up, this is a shadow planet. Use the reaction force of the desktop to assemble the bead. Keep the spot below. Please note reverse insert is more better. I don't know what that means, but alright. We're just gonna really just wiggle that in. That's not going anywhere, but that's also not coming out. So this is how it is now. That's it. So we need C6 and C7. I don't know. Part of me thinks I need to just ramble because you watching me just do this may not be the most entertaining. And then part of me is like, I'm doing it for myself too. So why not just, you know, if you want to be silent about it, be silent about it. You know, I don't know. I think people need to be okay, not just with themselves, but like with quote-unquote wastes of time. Like I said, I'm gonna probably be done at 2 a.m. Arguably, this is bad. I am being a bad P6 and C9. This is C6, so I need C9. Oh, and a P6. Okay, so that's gonna be another one of these little black. So it's this bit and then this bit, and it goes right in the center. Okay. You know, am I being a bad little employee? Well, yeah, technically. I mean, I should be getting my 8 hours of sleep, and then I can wake up and I have exactly 2 hours to myself in the morning, and then I do this and I do that. You know, like, yeah, okay, sure, cool. There we go. I'm gonna have to really push that in now. Come on, push. It's in. Let's do that. There. It is in. It's not flush. But let's just use metal then. Fuck it. There it is. Heard that fucker click. I'm being a good employee now. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm staying up late and, you know, spooky, and all that other stuff. And it's like, well, you know, behold, it fits. If it sits, it fits like so. And then we grab this thing, and that go together, like so. Yay! We have the sun. A son. A son named Sun. We're very good at that. Step 6. Into Charlie 10. So I need Charlie 10. I don't even know where I was going with this. I'm not being a good employee right now, but this is self-care, and self-care is more important than being a good employee, you know? It's that whole meme of like, oh, well, guy spent his entire life in the company store, and what did it get him? It got him nothing. He got a gold watch, but his children hate him, and his wife's fucking the mailman, and, you know, he's got nothing to his name, and so he's gonna, at the end of his life, try and relive it again and grab someone young and start a new family and, you know, do it right this time. And it's like, well, you know, good luck. I don't know if I would. Don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I mean, the answer is it is not. It is not the right thing to do. Okay. Why are you being so difficult into getting into your little pod? Go in. No, don't do that. I'm playing with a knife. It's just bad. Holy shit. There we go. I think. Oh, didn't mean to tap the mic there. And then we're gonna do it again over here. Part of me is like I should just go grab the hammer or a hammer and just be like, we're doing this now. This is now our fate, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna just push that in. Come on now. Okay. I don't get this because it literally is such a tight fit that it split the wood. But it's supposed to fit it. Like, there is no other way that goes in. That absolutely goes in exactly like that, but it legitimately has split the wood. I don't get it. Nope, that is permanently fuckered. Ugh. We are. Look at what we are doing to this thing. We are destroying it. But I want it to work. And now, oh, and it literally just popped right out. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. It. I'm good there. I'm gonna call that good. I'm just gonna say fuck it. It's good enough. Because if I'm thinking correctly, this is just a P8s. Yeah, E15 to a P8. So we're just gonna. Another E15, which is another little black washer. And we're gonna slide that on to the pink one. And that's fine. And that one goes on the outside, right? Yep. It's on the outside one. Cool. It rotates on a tilted axis. Only mine rotates on a tilted axis. That's nice. So that's A. So this is considered part A. And then I need a P6 into... oh, excuse me. P6 into D2. How nice. D2 is here. And P6 is here. And I'm beginning to see why this is going to be suffering. So we're going to perfectly line up the two and hope that it's lined up. And scream incoherently because it is not, but that's okay. We're going to push. It's not lined up at all. Oh my god, y'all. This is I'm getting a hammer. I'll be back. Oh man. We gotta figure this out. I'm getting me mallet. Oh, fuck. Alright. I am going to hit it, but what I'm going to do, because I don't want to blow out your eardrums, is I'm going to mute my mic. That was the answer. And I think that's going to be the answer to all of that shit moving forward. Is that we're just going to be muting the mic, and you can drum roll it, please, and then we're good. Because holy crap, that did it perfectly. So that's A. This is now part B. I need C11, which is right here. They want me to wax it. Wax on, wax off. They want me to wax it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there we go. Wax on, wax off. And again, it's P6 into C11. I'm going to take the tape off of my hand. I'm going to slide that on. Get our handy dandy notebook. We're going to... Yeah, it's a living. It worked. It works-ish. This is the most difficult puzzle I've put together. Not because it's hard, but just it's just a giant pain in the ass. So P14. So if P15 was a large one, then P14 has to be one of these, which means curve bit at the bottom, slide it in. Like so, and then we, what do we do here? We push it in, take this and just sort of do that. It's still loose, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so, boop, 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 boop. They are legitimately like, just take it and do this to it. And I'm like, what the hell is this going to do? What are you expecting this to do? What? That sounds lewd. Let's just try this one then. What the hell are you? If it was gonna stick on the shaft, it wouldn't be able to slide in. Giggity. And if the head was going to close around the hole would be larger. Giggity. So why? What do you want? I think you're just being goofy. So This is blue, and A snugs right up to blue. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh no, don't you fall. No! Alright. Oh, my suffering is complete. It fell apart. Okay. We are going to see if there is a copy. And there is. There is another C10. So I'm going to hope that I don't need to worry about that. Because if I do, then we got problems. But we're going to rebuild part A, so to speak. And so this is the first bit, which we're going to just stick like so. Like so. We'll take our handy dandy notebook. I swear, now things are sticking to the hammer. And we have entered a special kind of hell. And I don't really know what to do about it. I think it's kind of hilarious in a way, but in the same way, it's not. There we go. Maybe, kinda. It's still tilted, so this is still going to be tilted on its axis. All right. We are just two dudes chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because we're not gay. Why can I no longer pry you apart? I can't pry this apart. We're now going to enter the danger zone because I'm going to use an X-Acto knife to slowly spread these apart. And then the top one is going to go yeet, and the bottom one going to go into here. And there we are, and that's good. And now we have reassembled part A. And part A goes in up here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna... Oh my god! It has broken this. Rocker, whatever the fuck your name is, what the hell are you doing? Who's doing QA? Who the fuck is doing QA? You guys. What the hell? I guess I'm just doing this, and we're gonna see if that makes it. This is what we are left with, and I have to say, I like Rocker, I really do. Very unimpressed with what's going on here, but we will just live with it. Look at it, look at how difficult it is to slide this onto the shaft. Giggity. But there is no, like, holy shit, there's no way. You can hear that. You can hear that. There is no fucking way. There's no way this would just slide on as if nothing, as if this is just fucking Danimals. There's no, good lord. I guess we're gonna see if this will hold. Okay. That happened. That's a thing. A little wiggly. But we're good. I won't tell if you won't tell. So this is now A. Alright, I need the echoes. Where's my echo? Echo, 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 echo. Echo 2. I need echo 16. Echo 16 is this one right here. Echo 17, which is this spooky one right here. Echo 18, which is this one in the thing. 16, 17, 18. And then I need multiple E19s. I need 3 of them. That's going to be the entire... No, that's not a thing. It's going to be the entire line. Okay. The answer here is drop them in like so or like so. See here. Okay. Okay. So this is a go with the flow kind of thing. We're just going to go with how it feels. As it is 1:30 a.m. and I was joking about wanting to do this until like 3 a.m. So it's 1, that is 2, that is 3. Bada boom. We're now in business. E17 goes onto here. So, there we go. That works. And then E18 goes on like this. But E17 hasn't sat yet. So let's slide you down like that. Going to be a good little gear, but we'll see. There we go. This is considered tool 2. So this entire step was to make a secondary tool. So I have tool 1 and I have tool 2. Where did I put Bravo? Bravo is this. E15 is this. These two go together like so. Nope, I can't do that. I don't understand how they... Okay, maybe it's this way. Maybe we just do that, and then I puncture it, and the fucking thing comes right out. Like, I don't get it, Rocker. I don't think you guys actually have put together this thing yourself. Like, because if you did, you would very quickly have realized, you know... This is a bit of a fucking pain in the ass to make. Dang, Chief. Dang, King. Okay. So now I need to pull the washer through the wood. Which, surprise, now it doesn't really hold its shape. So it can just go in. So anyway, this is the whole thing. This is like we're solving crimes, we're solving riddles, and all that other good stuff. But using the one tool. Using the one... Wow. Alright. And that's the one tool. Oh my god, look at that. You can actually see it in the light? Yeah, you can. Fascinating. So that's one. And so we've got the C. This is C with E15, and we're going to assume that somehow, again, this will go in. Lo and beholden, oh, oh, oh. Alright. I didn't need that in my life. And, oh. Alright. Roker. We need to actually, guys, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk about this. This shouldn't be, this, guys, we need to have a talk about this. This just fell apart. Guys. Roker. Roger. There is no way I can pull this apart now. Let's just see if I can't slide. Oh god, there it is. Alright, so that's one, and that's two. Okay. And it's surprising. Even this I consider fun. And I know it looks and sounds like it's just one giant clusterfuck after the other. And you're like, Tiny, what the hell is wrong with you? But this shit is figuring out a problem. Like, we together have used our ingenuity and the goodness of our brain, it's good brain, many wrinkles, to finally make the thing, after this fucking thing has fallen apart 4 times. But we're good. We did the thing. And this now is apparently a detection tool. So we do that, and look at that. The gears work. The gears of war work. And so we take this, and we face it like so. And there is yet another fucking hole right here. Boy, howdy do I hate this piece of shit. And we stick it into this hole right here. It's the only thing I can think of. And so we slide it through like so. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. And then I have to figure out how to slide that on like so. That sound you heard was the sound of quiet desperation and anger. Let's stick the gear back on. That's a thing. Let's take this and slide you in like so. And now you are good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some percussive maintenance. All praise the Omnissiah here. We're gonna just take you, stick you like that, stick you like that, and it don't really matter. And take the hammer of the Omnissiah and just do that. Now you can eat shit forever. Oh, we're done. At least we're done with that. Look at you go. Look at you go, buddy. Look at you go. And that is the side profile that you want. But you never want to buy this model. This is an infuriating fucking model. But when it's done. It's going to be great. You take this and you stick it on here. Please make sure the parts are assembled correctly before assembling the movement. It's not convenient to disassemble after wrong installation. Okay, so they're basically saying if you fuck this up, you won't have a bad time of it. That's what they're saying. I wish the screw thread would just work. Come on now. Guy. My guy. My man. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move this away from the, There we go. The problem was, I was doing that when it needs to do this. There we go. You're fully assembled now. Ooh, see? You got a little click out of it. So hilariously enough, it's like, hey, this is disassembled, but this is assembled. Like, I look at these. Can you tell the difference between the two? Corporate wants you to tell the difference between the two. Apparently one is not assembled correctly. One is assembled correctly. They basically said, if you fuck this up, you won't have a bad time of it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I don't think you understand. We are cruising right now. Ain't nothing gonna hold us back. Ain't nothing gonna hold us down. We are zooming. Insert the long steel shaft, giggity. Other refills can also be inserted into the plastic hole as shown in the figure. So I have been asked to, by corporate, do this. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Are you asking me to are you asking me to then immediately disassemble the thing? You are. Oh my god. Assemble and then now immediately disassemble. So take this part and rock it back and forth and then literally get rid of it. Okay, cool. So it's not here that it needs to go. It's here. That makes sense. Alright, we're actually... Insert the long steel shaft into the plastic hole as shown in the figure. So if we go over here where this figure is supposed to be, we just insert it in. Fix the steel shaft and rotate the gray part clockwise. So do that till the top of the movement can be removed smoothly. What the fuck? You asked me to assemble this, and then the very next thing you tell me to do is disassemble this. Pull out the steel shaft, insert another hole, and continue to rotate. This is repeated until the top of the movement can be removed smoothly. What the hell? Okay. Why the fuck did I just do that? I'm not crazy. 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 No, I'm sorry. I know I tapped the mic. I know I tapped the mic. I'm sorry, baby. I won't hit you again, but I want you to see this. It says assemble, and then it says disassemble. And then the very next thing I'm doing is why? Why go through the assembly process and all that pain and suffering, and then I just... Why? My brain is actually fighting against me. Alright. Echo 7. Finally over. Well, we are getting done, though. We're making it. We're making it happen. But just what the fuck is going on, you know? Echo 7. Inside needs to be waxed, because of course it does. Wax. We're going to start with the number 8, and we're just going to wax around. What's interesting is my management has said that I have great potential, and that I have great skill, and I'm a natural at what I do. And they basically added, but if you can't do the fundamentals, you're not going to be here. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I will now begin shrieking incoherently. And it's like, no, don't do that. But, you know. Fundamentals are the fundamentals for a reason, you know. It's like, oh, I want to get creatine and get swole. And it's like, okay, well, are you going to the gym every day? Well, no. Okay, are you doing high intensity interval training? No. Okay, well, you know, are you doing any of those, you know, the basics? Are you doing any of the normal fucking basics? It's like, no, I'm not. And it's like, well, you know, okay, well, if you're not doing any of the basics, why do you think the advanced stuff that, you know, the stuff that pro athletes are doing, the stuff that, you know, is going to get you that extra 1/10% is gonna do it for you? You know, it's like if you've already mastered all of the basics, if you're already all the way up there, then yeah, go do the crazy shit. But if you're just like me, you're just some random dude, and it's like, well, okay, I have not done the basics, and I don't know what I'm doing, and you know, all that other stuff. It's like you don't really need to worry about the super crazy fancy shit. You just need to do the basics. Just sit there and it's like, oh, I want to get into Facebook, and I want to do Facebook marketing, and I want to let people know that I do this, I want to do that, and I'm going to source leads like this, and I'm going to go over here and do that. And it's like, my man, you got to do the basics. Like, it's one of the things where it's like, I did the Patreon, I'm sorry, I'm going to put this back on camera. I did the Patreon survey. You know, the survey was basically just 2 questions. How did you find me, and what do you like? And, you know, and it's like, oh, I like small. I like the horse words. You're right. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's good. It's always good. E8 and E9. I don't know which ones are which. E8 are the wiggles. E9 are the boops. Maybe. I don't know. That looks about right. And then, yeah, okay. So these are E9s. And those are E8s. Pay attention. Oh boy, we're doing this again. E10 and E6. And it's like, oh, everybody that's found me has found me through Reddit, right? Everybody that's found me has found me primarily through the HFY, and so it's like, so then why are you trying to do Facebook advertising and this and that and the other, man? You need to go talk to more Redditors. It's like, oh well, okay, fine, I guess. Damn, makes sense. Stuck to the. But it works. And go talk to more Redditors. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that does make sense. Do that here. P6 and Echo 2. Both of those need to go. I have a sinking suspicion there's like going to be no extra little black widgets, and it's like you're gonna have to go find the one that fell down on the floor and see where it is, and good luck. You know? That's close enough. Let's. It's gonna be a big one. There we go. Sorry about that. I know what it is, and it's just like, alright, I am going to be slamming my hammer into the ground, and the last thing I want to do is blow out your eardrums. But anyway, that's just one of those things where it's like, oh, hey, you know, Tiny, you've got a tremendous amount of potential, but how are you doing the basics? Oh, well, shit. Now I'm starting to lag behind, and it's like, oh, well, okay, I need to go here and do the basics. Oh, hey, Tiny, you know, I see you want to do all these crazy web presences and spend all this money on influencers and really try and grow the brand and try and make a difference in the internet, you know, have a community that can go and do outreach and all that other stuff. What's the goal? No, well, I guess, you know, I guess that's the right one. P13, 14, 15? P13 are the small ones. Okay. P13 is the small one. So it's these. Cool. So they're like, do that, put E15, wait, E10, E2, E15. Oh shit, it's these things. Okay, alright, hold on a minute. Let's pop out some of these little bastards. You know what? I'm gonna be so angry if these little wooden dowels or these little wooden whatchamafuckets are the easiest thing to put on. Let's find out. Are we ready? Are we ready, kids? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, alright, we are getting some resistance, but then it just slides right on. Okay. Hey, there's that. Let's get D on there. And then this is number 3. Number 3 is over here. Of course, they didn't tell me to wrap it, so I find that funny. Is that okay? Is it okay not to wrap it? No, they probably do want me to wrap it. Where is my tape? Here it is. Even if it's not done, it's done. Like, we done. And so now I need to take another E15. That's going to be fun. So let's slide you on there. Sort of get you started. Oh, God, that's always so fucking terrifying. And then I need to slide on an E12. Oh, this is going to be a timing shaft, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to slide on E12. Going to wiggle you on. There we go. And then we're going to pull you up. We're going to wiggle on another E15, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, so the wiggle is the answer. And then we're going to do number 4. Number 4 is this one. We're just gonna see if I can show it to you on the camerera over here. Stick it at number 4, and we just slide it down, and then we stop. Oh my God, it is difficult, but it's easier. Ooh. Here's hoping that's correct. If not... Something tells me they need to be identical, though. Yeah, they need to be identical. So we need to sort of tilt you. There we go. So now... But it's 2. That's fine. Yeah, we already on... Oh, this is still step 7 for some fucking reason. Oh, okay. You go here. Then it says, take this, flip it around, because this is where it's all gonna end. Right here. There we go. Another E15. Slide it down, probably until that, to grab an echo. It's right here. Slide that down. Until it works. And we're going to take number 5. Just push it down until that's a thing. 5. Oh, I need another E15. Oh, man. 30 minutes. Let's race against time a little bit. Make a little bit of a challenge. Go. So go down to number 5, and that is perfect. Okay. That's what they want. How they want it. So that I didn't create. Oh my God, my eyes are trying to screw shut. Where did that come from? No, really. Where did that come from? The other one, here's another P13, because the other one was a P13. That's orange, so we're going to have this one as blue, because why not? We're going to wrap it in tape. I feel like I'm talking about the Jabberwocky here. We're going to ply it with twine and with soap. What a happy day. From just day, my boy. Snark. That was it. Find the snark. We're gonna slide you in like so. You're gonna be fine. E15, which is just one of these loose ones, so we're just gonna slide you on like so. God, it just, what the fuck? Here we go. E15, E11, which is this thing. Holy shit. Okay. Got right under my nail. Oh, that's so painful. Oh Lord, mein Gott. Oh, that's so painful. All right. That hurt. But we're alive now. We're going to take it to them. We're going to finish the fight. It's going to be fine. Not going to let that happen again. We're going to gonna slide that up, and then we're gonna go down to number 4 because it says do number 4, right? Yeah. We're gonna. And now we're at number 4. So this goes on the other side here. Slide it over like so. I need more E15s. So these are very obviously extras. So I'm going to use the extras because I don't know where the originals went. And we're going to slide you on here. We're just going to really, really delicately. There it is. And then this is an echo. I'm going to stick echo right on here. Like so. And there's another E15 that goes right on here. We're actually motoring right now. We are making it. And this 5 goes like so. Push it down. Bada boom. Look at that. Look at that, little spinny bastards. Look at those assholes. That's great. Okay. So now we are done with step 8. Step 9. Step 9. This is the last step. No, step 10. Alright. Step 9. So we're going to use T1 to check. And it says use the 3 on the 3-bit here. And that is correct. See? On the 3-bit, and then use the use the 3 here as well, and that works. So we are good. We have yet another little one and another P13. I've already done it. It's blue. That's it. Done. It's blue. We're gonna take Echo 4. Where's this? Is Echo 4. This is not Echo 4. E4 is this. Okay. Let's pop you out. Where do you go, little buddy? Not another P6. I don't want to deal with your shit. That's another P6. Alright. There's only one spot for it to go, which is nice. I appreciate that, but we are going to have another handy-dandy Mechanicus percussive maintenance, most likely. So let me go ahead and just sort of apologize in future. There we go. Boy howdy, do I hate this thing. Alright, no, we're doing good. It broke it, but at this point, everything breaks this. So I'm okay with it. And we're going to... Oh, I also have a red one. Blue or red? Let's do red. So the red one's going to go right there. We're just going to... We're just going to scream and then throw that shit. Right in there. Look at you. Alright. And we're going to do that. And like so. And then like so. Okay. Echo 5. Echo 5, right here. Look at you. Boom. Bada bang. Echo 6. It's Echo 3. Echo 6 is right here. Cool. Okay, so if this is like so, Echo 5 would be not here. Echo 5 would be here. Okay. Like that. As the later that it gets, the less I'm about to opine about stuff and just more like, oh, what thog do? And I guess this goes here. Like, there was a thought that I think I needed to say, and we just not doing it. Pay attention to the hold position. Wow, I know that. Okay. So if Trinity's here, and you are so, then you four go here. Oh, Oh, okay. I see the problem. So this shouldn't be here. What we can do, this is something that I learned a long time ago, is we just take the screwdriver and we just use that to pop it out. No fuss, no muss. We stick you actually over here, which is where you should have been. So we're just gonna... See, notice how that's different. Now like that, we do this, I think. What do I gotta do to make this shit work? Oh, no, don't. Do not break at the very last second. This is not what we are doing here. This is not cash money. This is not how we do shit. Okay. We're going to push you in like so. Okay. Are you a first or second tier shitpost? Alright, we're just going to stick it together and we're going to see what happens. Because either it works or it don't. And at this point, we nearing, oh, it's 2 o'clock. But that's okay. 2:30 is when my danger zone is. That's when my brain shuts down. Okay, look at that. Look at that. That is a thing. So this is the thing. Use T1 to check that the parts are positioned correctly. That is positioned correctly. That is positioned correctly, so we didn't fuck that up. So now, we're going to take this, we're going to stick this over here, with apparently my useless son, and sorry for hitting the mic again, and all that other stuff. Look at you, you're good. Check. Okay. Now, we have... That's Echo 3. No. I want Delta 3, apparently, for some reason. No, this is Charlie. Delta. Alright. Dang, I haven't been on the D board in a long time. How you doing? How you doing, Delta? It's been a minute. So we're just gonna pop you out. Oh, Delta. Delta, come on now. There we go. Delta 3 and Delta 5. D5s. There's 1. There's 2. Where are we at? We're at 2 hours. 2.5 hours. That is incredible. Alright. So we're gonna slide you in. Oh, you fit in real nice. Ooh. There's a joke in there, but I don't know what it is, because it's 2 a.m. There we go, horseshoe. Okay. So then... so then, you were premature for me to drop you on there. I just assumed we were going to be doing something crazy. So if I flip this over, there are 2 spots. There's this. And this. So, what you're telling me is this one right here should be a solid fit, like so. See how that now looks like one piece? There we go. That is a solid fit. And then this should be a solid fit, and it is. That is a thing. Okay. Okay. I'm sure the gears are running smoothly. I mean, I guess. I guess. Alright. So then I take this to the now reassembled. Like, it literally... Rocker, would this have killed you to add like 2 more steps? Would it have really like straight up murdered you to have put in a little bit more effort and to have been like, you know, let's put this together and put it together right. Alright. Cool. There we are. This goes on here, I remember that much. And this goes on here, and we wiggle it down. I know. Fuck, stop. The Mechanicus asks the machine spirit to please calm down. Please. There we go. Alright. There we are. As that spins... stuff happens. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. What we're going to do, we're going to take this and over this, do the overlay, like so. Questionmark. Questionmark. Okay. So there's a hole there. I guess I'm going to line it up with the holes. It doesn't even really tell me to do that. It just says, good luck. Basically just says good luck, asshole, and leaves me alone. So I'm going to assume slot, tab. Okay. We are officially cooking with gas here. Alright. We got this. So you guys go in there and now are connected. See how that's starting to move everything. You go in here, but you can't right now because that is blocking you. That is blocking you. So the first step is going to be to wiggle you on. The second step is going to be to move you in position. Not permanently though. Number 3 is going to be you. Going to wiggle you into place. You now seem to be broken, but not really. You are now wiggled into place. wiggled into place. There we go. Look at you. Oh, you can fuck right off. All right. Look at that. So it's very obvious this is the front, or is part of the front. What is this? I keep thinking that that is supposed to hold something. But if it did, it would just literally click there. But I don't see anything else. And these guys are out by their own. And they're not holding on to anything. They're just, why did it matter? Why did it matter? Why did it matter, Rocker? Rocker? Rocker, buddy. Why did it matter? I guess we're always going to be asking those questions. What's this? What's on here? I mean, yeah, I guess. This is Echo. Crack open Echo here. Oh boy. Don't stumble just in front of the finish line now. Come on. Okay. Here's Echo. And Echo goes where? Oh, so it's going to be like this. Ah, okay. See, so starts off right there. Echo. How nice. And then Charlie, one over here. Now. Come on now. Go. Charlie one. Okay. Theoretically, that's done. I'm saying this is done. I tell you, that was a pain in the ass to build. But we done. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. It is over. It is finished. Won't throw that out. I like these tools. That's kind of nice. I'll probably keep them. But let's stick you over here. Let's scoot you over here. You are wax, so that's fine. I'm going to let's just clean up a little bit before we we do that, let's sort of cool down and talk, because got a little heated there, got a little angry, but we made it happen in the end, and really that's what every relationship is about, blah blah blah. Moral lesson, love you guys. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't fucking know. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to make this a little bit quintessentially ours. So a couple things. Number one, we're going to stick this. Like so. Now we have that little secret right there. Number two, there is no number two. I think that's going to be it. Alright, let me clear the desk. I'm going to stop the music, too. Let's pause that. Cool. Let me clear this desk, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know what you're thinking, oh, Tiny, hey, you're not really cleaning it, you're just blowing it off, but, like, I have a vacuum cleaner, so I'd rather just blow this crap off of the desk, and then we'll do it. So this is 2 hours and 40 minutes in, so stop the timer. Or I guess 2:36:25. I'm shaving off 10 seconds. This is our model for the night. I like it. I think the other ones that I have are actually much more complex than this, but they don't have the little jewelly spinny bits. So let's I'm gonna move the mic, I guess, right here. Yeah, you can see it. And then let's and that was good. And that was very good, y'all. And that was fine. A little bit of frustration. But at the end, look at that. I have this now forever. I have it forever and ever and always, and I made it, and it is mine, and that's my little secret right there, and all of that is unique. Even though it's cookie cutter, it's mine. That's nice. I think that's super nice. Take pride in what you build. Take pride in what you do, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm about to pass out, but thanks for letting me ramble at you, and thanks for watching.